picked a design firm that will lead the development of a new high school as conversations continue about what should be done with the old building. Local 44's Devin Bates joins us live tonight in the newsroom with more on just what was discussed. Hi, Devin.
That's right, Lauren. Superintendent Tom Flanagan wanted to get a team of architects and engineers selected before the holidays, and this was the last meeting of 2021 for the school board. In the end, it was a proposal from 3 companies who came together on a joint bid that won the job.
We're not hurrying, but we're on an aggressive timeline with our building.
Burlington School District Superintendent Tom Flanagan said Tuesday that falling behind by a few months in the design phase of a new high school would have a domino effect that could end up delaying its grand opening by a year. The school board voted unanimously to hand the project over to a team led by Freeman, French & Freeman, one of the main partners in Burlington's long-delayed City Place project.
We think that they provide an excellent combination of expertise in the field, in technical, the technical center design process, in overall architectural design and engineering, and in knowledge of our district, as well as a highly competitive cost.
And cost was a big topic of conversation at Tuesday's school board meeting, not just when it comes to a new building, but also what happens with the old one. New standards on acceptable PCB levels had some wondering if it could be reoccupied. But there's a lot of unknowns that would be pricey to pin down, according to 3 environmental consulting firms the district reached out to.
Sadly, it took some of the wind out of my sails with respect to whether we can reoccupy BHS even temporarily.
The firms estimated it would cost at least $12 million to decontaminate, and that doesn't include the cost of putting everything back together for students. BSD Financial Director Nathan Lavery said it doesn't stop there.
Paint is a good example of something where it doesn't sound like much, but all of a sudden if you have to grind off the paint off an entire building, that could get very expensive. We have an estimate that is of what we know, but we know that there's risk of what we don't know.
Now, if the district decided to reoccupy even part of the building, they'd need to get EPA approval and a PCB testing plan that could cost up to $400,000 a year. Live in the newsroom, Devin Bates, Local 44 News.